So recently the Nerdfighters and I have been discussing something that is actually relevant and something that I've wanted to talk about. Accents, and how there's not really one English accent, just like there's not really one American accent. Accents are complicated. I'm watching a documentary series called Up, the Up documentary series by Michael Apted, and it was recommended in Roger Ebert's book Life Itself, so I checked it out. Basically, every 7 years, they catch up with the same 14 children from different economic classes in different parts of England. One of them actually moves to Australia, so he becomes the Australian one. And it's really interesting because their accents are very distinctive and stuff. Some of them are obviously more well off than other ones, but it's interesting because they all seem to be having the same sorts of struggles. And like it brings out the humanity. Even if you're wealthy, your life is not all perfect for you. My sister started watching it, and she actually texted me last night and said, the wealthy girl who looks like the queen seems miserable. And I was like, yes, she is. And it's interesting because she goes to like a fancy school for fancy children, and she has a nanny, and she lives in a big house. I almost said fancy again. And she's not happy. You can tell she's not happy. She's like 7 years old, and she has this look on her face just like, everything's already planned out for me. And it's really interesting to see them grow up and see what they do with the lives that they have. And I really recommend it. I am about to watch the 56 Up, which is the most recent one that they filmed last year. It's right here behind me. Strategic placement. But I'm about to watch that, and it's the last one, at least until 7 years from now. It's going to be kind of sad to wait 7 years to see how they're doing, and I really hope that there is another one, because you start to feel like you really know these people because you've been following their lives since they were children. Some of them get a little creeped out and don't want to do it anymore, and I can totally understand, because it is an enormous invasion of privacy, especially because they start to grow up and, you know, they get married and they have kids, and it's like, okay, well now we're making our kids be in this and stuff. But I really recommend it. I think it's excellent. And it's on Netflix, discs especially. I think they took it off Instant for now, but it might just be because they're adding 56 to the Instant. I don't know. I don't have Instant, so I don't really even know how it works. My favorite is Nicholas from Yorkshire. He grows up in the Yorkshire Dales, and he's really cute. And I'm not going to spoil you and tell you what happens to him, but he's my favorite. He's cool. I had a nice 4th of July. Did you have a nice 4th of July? My boyfriend and I went to stay with my sister, and we had fireworks because fireworks are legal in Virginia. We had fireworks in the parking lot of her building, and that was fun. They all had really funny names, and some of them were not that exciting because they would just make a few little flary things and then disappear. But some of them would scream, which would make my sister scream, which was funny. And we watched an Annette Funicello movie, because why not? We didn't finish it though, so I don't know what's gonna happen. It's the first one. The guy took off his beard, because he had a fake beard, but he shaved. And then like right after that we turned it off. This weekend is going to be exciting because we're going to see the Nerdfighter documentary, hopefully. If anybody's watching this and doesn't know what a Nerdfighter is, I will stick a link in the doobly-doo to explain, because I feel like I don't really ever explain it, but I'm a nerd fighter. It's a big part of my life. They made a documentary about us, and I don't think I'm in it, but I'm going to the screening because I'm excited. A bunch of people that we know are in it, and that'll be fun. The other day when I went to work, I was early, so I had breakfast and coffee in the park by my work, and I saw 2 baby squirrels. I assume they're brothers. They live in a tree, and I know exactly which tree it is now, so I can go to the tree and find them. I think they're really cute. One of them is black with brown splotches, and I named him Jethro, and the other one is named Sully. I named him Sully, and he's gray with brown splotches. And they don't look like every other squirrel. They stand out to me because they're kind of small and not fully grown yet. I'm sure when they're fully grown it'll be harder to find them, but Jethro kind of stands out. He's an interesting shade that I don't think I've ever seen in the park before. So, but yeah, they're kind of my pets now. Whenever I go to the park, I look for them. And I've seen Sully. I've seen Sully at least once. I saw Sully yesterday when I was coming home. So, yep, that's me. I'm obsessed with squirrels. I kind of want one. but I have a chinchilla and he's great, so no offense, hobby.